Hello all, this is Dr. Kritika, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, KSR College of Technology. So our subject name is Calculus and Differential Equations. So in this subject there are 5 modules. So today we are going to discuss about the first module, matrices. So in this matrices there are 4 chapters. So chapter 1 name is Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So before we enter into Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we should know to find the higher powers of the matrix using calculator and also determinant A. So how to calculate A square and A cube by using calculator? So here I mentioned some procedures to find A square, A cube. Similarly, we can find A cube also using calculator. So here steps are mentioned. So now we enter into the main topic, Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So what is Cayley-Hamilton theorem? So here the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem is every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. So to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have to determine the characteristic equation. So here there are two different cases. One is for 2 cross 2 matrix. Suppose if the given matrix is 2 cross 2 means the characteristic equation is this. So this formula is used to find the characteristic equation. So lambda square minus S1 lambda plus S2 is equal to 0. So here S1 means the sum of main diagonal elements, S2 means determinant A. Suppose the given matrix is a 3 cross 3 matrix means the corresponding characteristic equation is this, lambda cube. So here why we are starting from cube means here the given matrix is a 3 cross 3. So order is 3. So here we start from lambda cube. That's all. So here, so S1 means sum of main diagonal, S2 means sum of minors of main diagonal, S3 determinant A. So now problems based Cayley-Hamilton. So in this problem, verify Cayley-Hamilton. So first we have to verify whether it is correct or not. This matrix satisfied verify Cayley-Hamilton or not. That's we have to check. Then after that, using this Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we calculate A power 4 and A inverse. Okay. So first solution. So you write the given matrix capital A. The next one. So to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, first we have to find the characteristic equation. So we know that the characteristic equation is lambda cube. So here why we are choosing this means the given matrix is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Therefore lambda cube minus S1 lambda square. Okay. So first we calculate one by one S1. So S1 means already we discussed S1 is nothing but the sum of main diagonal elements. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Because here the diagonal elements are 2, 2, 2. So sum of main diagonal element is 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. The next one is S2. So S2 is nothing but sum of minors of main diagonal element. So how can we calculate the sum of minors means here again we come to the. So here we calculate only the minor of the diagonal elements. So here there are 3 diagonal elements. Actually each and every element has minors. But now we want to calculate only the minor of the diagonal elements. So here we calculate the minor of this diagonal element and this second diagonal element and third diagonal element. So the minor of this 2 means you write this 2 minus 1 2 in a determinant. Then again plus. Now we are going to calculate the minor of the second diagonal element. It means we can write the element 2, 2, 1, 2 in a determinant form. Similarly, we calculate the minor of the third element. Okay. So now you apply ordinary 2 by 2 determinant concept and simplify. Answer is 8. Okay. Now the third unknown is S3. So this S3 is nothing but determinant A. So by using calculator, we can calculate determinant A. Okay. The next, so after we finding S1, S2, S3, we substitute all these 3 in equation number 1. Actually, equation number 1 is nothing but characteristic equation. So our characteristic equation is lambda cube minus 6 lambda square plus 8 lambda minus 3 is 0. So after we finding characteristic equation, now we enter into our main topic verification. So how to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem? We know Cayley-Hamilton theorem means every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. So here our characteristic equation is this. Square matrix is denoted by the given matrices are capital A. So that capital A satisfies this characteristic equation means we can replace lambda by A. That is that concept. Okay. The next. So to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we have to prove a cube minus 6a square plus 8a minus 3i is equal to 0. So now we are going to verify. That means we take this LHS. So from LHS we can derive RHS. Okay. So to find this LHS, we need A. A is the given matrix, so no problem. The next one is I, A square and A cube. So we calculate A square, A cube values all by using calculator. This I is the identity matrix for 3 cross 3. Okay. So the next step is left hand side. You take left hand side of this 2. So left hand side is this expression. So here we substitute A cube matrix, A square matrix, A matrix and I matrix. So now we simplify. First matrix you write as it is. In the next one just you multiplying all elements by 6. So 6 into matrix means you multiply all each and every element by the 6. So you're getting this. Then similarly for the third one, here you multiplying by 8. For the last one you multiplying by 3. So now you simplify. So how to simplify here? First matrix plus second matrix, third plus fourth. It means just to add all the matrices. So how can we add? You add one by one. Here the first element is 29. Here minus 42 plus 16, then minus 3. So our answer is 0. Similarly, you take the second position of a second element of each matrices and add, getting 0. Similarly, you do the same process. Here you see all elements are 0, 0, 0, 0. So actually this is called the null matrix. So null matrix, we can write what? It is simply 0. So you're getting RHS. So LHS is equal to RHS. So Cayley-Hamilton is verified. The next step. So using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we are going to calculate A inverse. Okay. So how can we find this A inverse? So to find A inverse, just you multiplying equation 1. Equation 1 is nothing but Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Is it clear? So multiplying equation 1 by A inverse on both sides. So here A cube into A inverse and you multiplying on both sides, left hand side as well as right hand side. So in this side, A cube A power minus 1. Here base are same. So base same means we can add the power. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So here A. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Then A inverse. It means A power 0. So anything power 0 is 1. So in matrix we can write capital I. So capital I is the identity. Okay. Minus I into I means 1. So 1 into A inverse is you get the same. So I into A inverse means you write A inverse. Okay. Which is equal to 0 into anything is 0. So from this equation, actually our aim is to find A inverse. So from this equation, we calculate A inverse. So you simplify A inverse. So A inverse answer is this, 1 by 3 into something. So now, already you know A square value, A value, I matrix. Okay. So you substitute 1 by 1 and simplify. A inverse answer is this. Then finally, we are going to find A power 4. Actually, our Cayley-Hamilton theorem is of order 3. But here, we find A power 4. So, how to find A power 4 means just you multiplying equation 1. This is nothing but Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay. So, Cayley-Hamilton theorem, equation 1 by A. So, equation 1 by A means here you're getting this equation. So, here A power 4 occur. So, from this equation, just you derive A power 4 and you write all the remaining terms to that side. Okay, you bring all the remaining terms to right hand side. So A power 4 is equal to this one. So similarly, here you substitute A cube matrix, A square matrix, A matrix and simplify. Your answer is this. That's all. So similarly, suppose some problem, suppose A power 5. So how to find A power 5? Our Cayley-Hamilton theorem is of order cube. But we want to calculate A power 5 means just you multiplying the equation by A square. That's all. So today's topic, chapter 1. So in this actually chapter 1, Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So what is the advantage of Cayley-Hamilton theorem? It means using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we can calculate inverse of the matrix, higher powers of the matrix. It means a power 4, a power 5 and a power 5, and as well as the lengthy equation. Here you see this using Cayley-Hamilton theorem to evaluate the matrix. So actually it is a lengthy expression. Each and every term is in a matrix form. So how can we find? So using Cayley only we can calculate this lengthy expression. That's all. So similarly here you write the given matrix capital A. The next step to find first characteristic equation. To find this lengthy matrix equation, first you calculate characteristic equation. Similarly S1, S2, S3. Okay. So characteristic equation is here. The next step to evaluate. So here no verification. Here just using Cayley-Hamilton you have to find the value of this lengthy matrix expression. So how can we find this? Means by using Cayley-Hamilton theorem we get this equation. The next a square, a cube, I is here. Then now you write the given expression. Now we can write you write the given equation in terms of this equation number 2. So from the first you see this red color, from this 4 term you take the common term a power 5 outside. Similarly from the next terms you take simply you take a outside. You write this I as it is. The next step, this red color is okay. You come to the second part. Here you see the third term. This minus 8a can be written as, you write it as minus 15a plus 7a, because minus 15 plus 7 is you're getting minus 8. It's an alternate form. And similarly 2i can be written as 5i minus 3i. That's all. The next step, this is okay. Here just a into you take this minus 15a and this 5i, you write it separately. So now you see the first term here, actually it's like a characteristic, that means a Cayley-Hamilton. This is equation number 2, correct? So instead of this expression just you putting 0 because this is Cayley-Hamilton. So we can use this. Similarly here you see the second bracket term, it is also Cayley-Hamilton. So this value is 0. So a power 5 into 0, a into 0. So finally you write the remaining terms. So after we using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, this lengthy matrix expression can be reduced to just only simple, very simple term. Is only, it consists only 3 terms. Okay. So now we apply a square matrix, a matrix and I matrix. Now simplify, you get this matrix, this value. So this is a expression now, the value of this expression matrix. Okay. So finally, the advantage of Cayley-Hamilton means by using Cayley-Hamilton we calculate the higher powers of the matrix. It's like a square, a power 3, a power 4, a power 5 and etc. As well as we can find the value of the lengthy matrix expression also. That's all. Thank you.